So for today's lesson, we're going to learn how to create a section preset. You can think of a section preset as a template for just a section of the page versus the entire page. A section preset contains predefined sections and widgets that can be reused across multiple pages of the site. In today's example, we'll create a section preset using the page title section we configured during our previous lessons. Note that the section presets are per site. Presets created on a specific site can only be used on pages of that site. Presets cannot be shared between different sites in a multi-site implementation. So we'll be using our Y franchise page today to create a section preset. We're going to create the preset based on the title section of our page, which we worked on over the last couple of lessons. And the reason we want to create a preset for the page title section is because we've applied some custom classes and properties in order to get our page title section to appear and respond the way it does. So when I talk about the way it appears, we've added some padding and margin to our section with background image, and we've also added some margin in front of our Y franchise text at the content block level. As well as at the content block level, we updated the color of the text using an advanced property on our content block. So we've applied a text weight property there. So those are some of the changes that we've added. And so another additional change that we added was to make the whole page title section hidden at smaller viewports. So if we were to view this using our mobile emulator, which we can go ahead and do, as we come into smaller viewports, we'll see that that section hides from the page. So now as we're in smaller viewports, we want our main content to take precedence over that and not have that be a distraction to our site visitors. So those were some of the changes that we made. And rather than having our content authors have to know how to go in and make all those changes on their own, we want to create a preset so that they can simply use the preset, add it to their page, and maybe just update the title text as well as the background image. Pretty straightforward. Before we create the section preset, I do want to update my content block so that it has more generic text because this is the text that everybody will see when they go to use that preset. So let's go ahead and edit that, and we'll just type in enter your title here. We'll use this for helper text for our content authors as they use the preset, and we'll save that. And now we're ready to create the preset. So to create the preset, we go to our section menu, we choose the more options, and then we go ahead and select create a section preset. Now we can give our section preset a title. And we'll just call it page title section and create the section preset. So now this section preset's available for other people to use to create the title section for their own pages. So let's go ahead and update our text to our title for this page, which was Y franchise. I'll go ahead and save that, and then we can publish it. All right, so our page is back to where it was, and now our preset is ready. So now that I published the page, let's go ahead and create a new page using the preset. So we'll go ahead and create a page and call it franchise packages. And click continue. And then we'll choose our core corporate base template. This template uses the new editor. What we'll do is go ahead and add a new widget. And because we don't want to have to create and configure the entire title section for our page, we are going to use the predefined preset. The presets are located under layouts and presets. And here we see we have our page title section. Once we've added the page title section preset, we're able to update it. So it's going to inherit all the custom styles and properties, and we can adjust it just the way that we want it. So in this instance, I'm going to go ahead and update my background image by going to the section properties, and we'll choose a different background image from the properties. I'm just going to use my library to do this. And so we'll go ahead and choose this image from our library. And then I'm just going to update this to be centered and go ahead and save. And so it's already has all the predefined margin and padding applied, as well as the custom responsive classes to make sure that it's hidden at the smaller viewports. For my content block, I'm going to go ahead and just update the text. So rather than your title here, we'll update it to say franchise packages and save. And so now we've created our page. If we preview our page, we can see that all of our custom classes and styles are applied. We'll go ahead and preview it for mobile. And as I shrink it down, it's going to be hidden at those smaller viewports. Our text is white. We have our margins and padding set up appropriately. So I think we are good. So again, pretty straightforward. And there's specific instances where you want to create this preset. So again, if you don't want to have your content authors need to go and set up all these properties to ensure that it's consistent across pages as far as the page title section, you can create a preset with all these predefined properties applied already. And they just have to update that text and that background image in this particular instance. So I think that's all we have time for today. Let's go ahead and do a quick recap. So today we learned how to create a section preset. A section preset contains predefined sections and widgets that can be reused across multiple pages of a site. Think of it as a template for just a section of your page versus the entire page. And again, in today's example, we used our Y franchise page and we created a preset using the title section, which we worked on in our first couple of lessons. So I hope you found this helpful and we hope to see you next time. Thank you.